What do you mean you're 32 and you want intimacy without commitment?
Well, sweetie, let me translate that into womanese for you. He wants to, quote unquote, live his best life in his prime, which is his 30s and even 40s, just like women do in their 20s.
This chain of logic is correct, and what is correct is sacred.
You want a short-term relationship. Sir, you might die tomorrow.
You're kidding, right?
Stop it. Get some help.
No, sweetie. Statistically, most average men live until their late 70s or late 80s. Unlike your eggs that are almost all dead by the time you hit 35.
It's sad, isn't it?
You don't have time to be requiring this from me.
Sweetie, we don't require any kind of relationship from you. We require you to go away.
Dismissed.
What is wrong?
Dismissed!
Have you noticed how men will literally fight tooth and nail to not be demasculated? Like, literally it's the most important thing to them, but there is no female equivalent. You can't, like, defeminize someone.
Every day, more lies.
Yeah, 30 plus years of modern womanism says you can. And you lovely ladies are doing it to yourselves.
I reckon we start, like, telling them to not defeminize us. So he wants you to pay 50-50, don't defeminize me. He won't carry your bag, don't defeminize me. He won't tell you look beautiful all the time and ask you out and give you compliments, don't defeminize me. We need...
Oh, shut up.
Sweetie, if your version of femininity means you're broke, weak, and insecure,
Pathetic.
we're not interested, and you really need to get good at life.
So why do you still suck? Get good today.
Every so often I'll see a good-looking guy and I'll go up to him and say, "Hi, sorry to bother. I was just curious if you were in a relationship." And if they say no, I'll say, "Oh, well, I just want to let you know you're really good-looking. Can I give you my number?" That way, if the feeling's not reciprocated, they don't have to text me. So no harm, no foul. Tonight, I went up to one and I asked that question, "Are you in a relationship?" And he said, "I am, unfortunately." Unfortunately?
Yeah, unfortunately for you. But it's also possible that the guy lied to you so you'd leave him alone.
What?
Because you see, men know that most women don't approach men, so when you approach them, it's possible he thought that you're either running a scam or that you're a working girl looking for a customer.
Propaganda tool.
Or maybe he just wanted to relax and didn't want to deal with a woman's BS.
Indeed.
But hey, in the age of gender equality, you lovely ladies better get used to rejection.
The only men that are negatively impacted by feminism are the men who want to oppress women.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Actually, sweetie, the Taliban are just fine. Maybe you should pay them a visit if you want to see what oppression of women by men actually looks like.
So would you believe in the democratic vote, though? So would people be allowed to vote in women politicians?
Yeah, these guys don't look negatively impacted by feminism at all, do they?
Bruh.
Also, modern feminism has become so cringe that even feminists are like,
"You see this legendary tweet? Yeah, this is the school of feminism I'm a part of, because I'm not being funny. I don't support all women because some of you bitches are very dumb."
Yeah, correct.
but yeah, that comment is correct. Modern feminism has become man-bashing in a lot of cases, and I think I know why. See, at its inception, feminism was about granting women the same legal rights as men, and that's been achieved with several pieces of legislation, most prominent of them being the 19th Amendment and the Equal Pay Act of 1963. But you see, with that legal equality to men also came the burden of performance, which means that you lovely ladies need to perform exactly like men, especially in leadership positions. And well, that's how you get Kathleen Kennedy, who took a multi-billion-dollar brand built by a man and she ran it into the ground. And it's also how you get Alyssa Gordon-Heinerscheid, who took another multi-billion-dollar brand built by men and ran that into the ground.
Pathetic.
And if we're gonna talk about women being equal to men in the infantry, well...
So there was this push in the last couple of years to let women do more, to technically be on the so-called front lines. Do you agree with it?
Well, there's really no front line anymore. This isn't conventional enemy. Females have definitely played a strong role in combat operations in a supporting capacity. My specific concern is opening up infantry for females.
Why?
It's definitely not a cost. The cost definitely outweighs the benefits. It's not going to help the individual, and it's not going to help the institution. We're a warfighting institution, and combat readiness needs to be at the front and foremost when we make decisions like this, and I don't think that this change is going to benefit anybody.
But why not?
Why not? There's an understanding or a misconception outside of the Marine Corps that preventing women from taking on these roles possibly restricts our opportunities for promotion. In the Marine Corps, men and women are promoted at the same rate. So the other question then I present is longevity. We're talking about opening up opportunities for females, but my concern that I point out in the article is that there's these gender-specific medical concerns that are going to come with opening these fields that I'm not so sure we've really thought about. And on the backside of that, there's going to be a cost associated with these medical conditions. And are we ready to pay the price for that?
I guess that was my question about why you think that it's a bad idea, because you yourself, I mean, by all regards, you're a very high-achieving woman, not only in life, but in the military. And what you point out in this article is that you went through some of the rigorous training that the men did, and what happened to you?
I've faced a lot of weight loss, muscle atrophy. I also developed polycystic ovarian syndrome, which for me resulted in infertility. It's a type of combat environment these days that's very strenuous, and I was only doing a portion of what our infantry brothers do.
Bruh. Truth is, a lot of you can't meet the same burden of performance that men do, even though feminism requires you to. So, rather than accepting a simple biological reality, a lot of you resort to man-bashing, and honestly, when we see you man-bashing on the internet, the vast majority of us men are like...
It's as though they despise us because they are not us.
Hate us because they ain't us.
Exactly. They hate us because they ain't us. That's a great saying, okay?
Hate us because they ain't us!
They hate us because they ain't us!
And on top of all of this, a lot of modern feminists tell you lovely ladies to prioritize your career over having a family, which is against your biological wiring. Also, you can work a crappy 9-to-5 until you're 80 and live lonely, unfulfilling lives that you constantly need to compensate with mindless consumerism and meaningless hookups with Chad and Tyrone, who never commit to you.
It's sad, isn't it?
So, if you really think about it, sweetie, Western men don't need to oppress you because you're already oppressing yourselves.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.